Tights Up Serious is me, OurEyeSee, and this is how OurEyeSee. Um, Jumping straight into it, I did not want to get into this topic so fast into the series of how OurEyeSee, but just in the likelihood that it's like y'all understand this content and y'all want more of it, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right into it because I think a lot about these things. And all right, so right at the fact. Not that the whole system ain't messed up. This whole society, I mean, the way the system is moving in society, whole thing is messed up. But it's really women that dropped the ball. I gotta say it like that. It's really women. Women have dropped the ball so bad that it's ridiculous. It's just like, all right, now the fact that made me want to make this video like right now is just because of the fact that I'm thinking about the fact women or girls, however you want to word it, but females are learning from the wrong females. Like females are are disrupting females. Like females are their own worst enemy. Like a dude would be trying to tell you some stuff to better your life or your situation, but yet you're less likely to listen to a male because he's saying stuff that you don't want to hear. So you'll listen. I'm talking to females directly right now. So when I say you, I'm talking about females. So dudes, this ain't about you right now. I'll talk about us later. But females, y'all are listening to things that you want to hear from other females, but it's not really constructive to your way of life. It's like, oh yeah, y'all form y'all little, congregations or whatever to yap, but it's not really helping you progress in, the unit of a family. Like that's why most of women today are single and unhappy with their life, and yet you continue to gossip to other females thinking that you can help them, but you can't even help yourself. And I don't know what gave me the thought, and it's like I just to think about like how there was a time when there was a family unit and women were happy doing their role and everything was good. And then when they would talk to each other, they would talk in ways to continue to keep that unit together, ways to strengthen themselves so that they can strengthen their family unit, knowing what role they were to play in regards to the family as a whole. But nowadays it's more just about yourself, and it's like how to keep yourself together as yourself for yourself, which is very selfish in a sense. And I don't know when or exactly that I could probably track it if I look hard enough, but somewhere in time things just switched. Women were doing good in their role, they were happy, things were sustained, they were helping each other continue the family life. And when they taught, their youngers, they were teaching them the things and the trades that they needed to know to become wives and mothers and, wonderful females that they were. And then now it's none of that. It's all selfishness. Oh, you go girl for yourself. How to, women empowerment, but it's nothing about the family for real, for real. It's like, oh, be strong. You don't need a man, da da da. But it's like, what about the family? Because that makes no sense. You in order to have a family, like it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, just snippet. Dudes have their part in the foolishness, but if women didn't lower their standards, men would still be at a higher standard. Cause like I saying back then, dudes they were had a higher standard. There was still some effery going on, but at the same time, the family unit, the construction of the whole, you see what I'm saying? The order was still in place. There was still some things needed to be addressed, but the way that women went about addressing it, destruction to the whole thing. They just, you mean just suicide bombed that whole unit to the point where it's now chaos and no more order. And it's like women, they at some point they chose to learn from hoes and whores, and I'm gonna say it with the hard R, and whores and just promiscuous women to now, you mean hot girl summer. Oh, you, be free. Oh yeah, body count doesn't matter. Dudes, we still gonna do whatever, but ain't no wife and none of this stuff, which is why the marriage rate is so far down. And that's what I'm saying. It's just a whole big thing that I want to explain, and I can never do it in this one video. But the main purpose is really just off of a thought that it's like women drop the ball first. Like dudes, we were like because of the system, we were, you mean, getting in some ways that we didn't know, but at the same time, there was a way to address it and be fixed. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on women. It's like if we could have figured that out together, and saw what is being done, because it's clear now. But at the same time, the destruction has already been done. So now it's like, oh, you want to be free? Be free. We can be free together, but there's no sense in claiming something that's free, right? Right? Are you catching those words? You could be free. Be free. Now I want you to be free, cause I'm free. Now we free. Ain't no claiming nothing that's free. Don't claim me. Sure, don't. I'm not claiming you. You see what I'm? You see what I'm like? But no, you want to be claimed. You want to be claimed. You want to be my possession. You want me to claim you. So that in turn means you can't be the free that you're talking about. You had to, become attached to my freedom. You see what I'm saying? We can be free in that sense of you are with me. We're free in that way, but you being free on your own free, there's no claiming in that, right? Like, and just because I'll be watching videos sometimes, I clicked hold up 1 second. Literally right here, this is all I typed. Delusional women, because that's how I feel. I feel like women are delusional. And I didn't want to make a real long video because I already knew I was going to rant. So I went for the shortest video. And I think this video is like 3 minutes. So we going to watch that. Don't know why I was up there. But yeah, we going to watch this real quick. Just to get a little snippet of a taste, you know what I'm saying, of the delusion, because it's crazy.
Are there more of you or more of him? This 1% guy you just described.
I mean,
I'll answer for you. There's far more of you. There's far more of you than there is of him.
Women that are making 6 figures?
No one cares about that. We explained that earlier.
No, I'm saying, but we're talking about right now, like, that aspect.
Like
the question was, that earn, what type of man do I want? I want somebody that's making more
6
money
foot,
than
making 100 grand per year. Yes, there's way less of him than there are of you. Even if we put your income into it, there's still less of him because of the 6 foot metric.
Yeah, that's the height.
He's saying you ain't in the 1%.
With the height, yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's okay. So now, see, do you guys just see what happened just there?
In general, is way more women.
This explains
than men
why she thinks she's equal to a man and that he should be faithful to her, because you think that you are just as, how do I say this, rare as them. And I'm trying to tell you, that guy you just described is far less abundant than you think. There's way more of you. How many attractive women that fit your criteria are there out there?
Thousands,
versus how many guys out there that make that kind of money are in that height? There's way less of them than there are of you. So supply and demand. The man that you described has way more value than you do in the dating market. Not to make you feel bad, but that's the reality. Because your $100,000 a year doesn't hold the same merit as a man that makes $100,000 a year. A man that makes money is attractive. A woman that makes attractive money, no one cares.
Yeah,
we do not care about your money because I'm trying to make my own. It's like it's only really, those bum niggas that really care about a woman's money, because it's like, imagine that. Like, no, you should be making your own bread. Like, yeah. So it's like, dudes, real niggas don't care about your money. So yeah, it's only certain things and characteristics that we care about, for real. So women care about money and financial stuff because, like I said, back in the day, they were able to, and it's still ingrained in them to be able to live and, have a successful and happy life without money. Hold up, 1 second. My OBS be tripping. Yeah, but dudes, we always gotta strive for something. Literally, and it's like, if a dude was to be living off of a female, it wouldn't be sustained anyway. It's like it's not. That would never make it. It couldn't make a dude happy. Like he would begin to feel low about himself. It's like you gotta a dude, you gotta be doing something. And women, their thing is family. Their thing is to have children and be a mother. So as a father, you have to be sustained. See what I'm saying? Like it's still in us to have order, but the way the system is going, and honestly, that's what corrupted women. Going back to the Bible, it's like it's that in general. It's like the system, the snake, the system, the snake, the snake, the system corrupted women, which then corrupted men. Straight like that.
So the reality is, what you described, that guy is going to have more options than you do as far as viable options.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense?
Does that make she don't like hearing that? But that's
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense when you explain exactly what we've been talking about. It does.
If you as a dude said the same stuff these girls are saying, it's like, you got to have this money, you got to have this height, you got to be. I would get cancel cultured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I was like, she got to have this and that and this. Like, it would be. It's not fair to be judgmental to girls the way that they judgmental to guys.
Men cannot have standards on women at all. You can't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the same way that women have these standards on men should have those standards of their women, the women that they hook up with. Because potentially you might have a child with that woman. Like
most guys don't have the privilege of being able to be that selective with women. You guys get that because men come to you. Men don't get that. Guys in the top 3% still hard to get girls.
But you guys aren't being selective just because you want to bust a nut.
Make a Tinder account with a dude's profile and watch your loneliness.
There you go.
I dare you.
The problem, here's the thing. Like with girls,
see like that, and she said it though. It's like, the niggas just want to bust a nut, so they be weak to just get some vajayjay. But it's like they don't be meaning to have the children. That's why all the children mistakes and stuff be happening. Single mother, see what I'm saying? The system, it corrupts itself. But women, if you held yourself and that man to a higher standard, he would therefore, on one note, it's like it's gonna help you in general, because now instead of dealing with all these niggas that leave you and niggas that you complain about and stuff like that you don't want, in you. Instead of letting those in you, now you actually get the dude that you want, and it's like that is doing everything right. Which in turn, if another guy wants a girl like you, he's gonna have to raise to that level. But instead, you're letting all these low class dudes get in you, so therefore dudes that are at higher standard be like, wait, how he getting that? So therefore, it lowers the bar. They drop the ball because you're the gatekeepers of life. Like, you're the gatekeepers of life. Women, you are the gatekeepers of life. I don't even think I ever said it like that or thought about it, but you're the gatekeepers of life. Like, I'm not giving you the credit of being the creator. I don't subscribe to that, because whole time, if we talk about carrying life, just full front, it's inside of a dude. But you are the gatekeeper to which my life can be multiplied and, progressed and be most productive. Is through your gate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll go forever in this.
They can only see reality from their own lens.
Right.
Like, that's what I've come to realize, is like girls have a very difficult time understanding another perspective outside of their own. I mean, just now you described the man in the top 1%. You didn't even know. You're like, I'm in the same level as him. No, you're not. No, you're not at all.
Not even close.
Not even close. But a lot of girls don't know this though, because they've never experienced it from the male perspective. I've always said it, like with men, we have to understand women to get them. That's how you get laid. If you don't understand how women think, how they move, etc., you're not going to fuck them, because you need to be the leader in the relationship. You need to know what makes them tick, what makes them attracted, etc. With women, though, they just exist, and guys come to them. You have the privilege of, you don't have to understand men to attract them, but we have to understand women to attract them.
They gotta know how to diet though. That's hard.
There you go.
Fat, you know what I'm saying? The girls that's doing good with guys, they do know how to diet.
I mean, but even if a fat chick can get a guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, she could get fresh. So I mean,
nah, bro, I got standards now.
And this the sad part. It's like, yeah, you can get a guy, but you can't keep him. It's like, yeah, the dudes are, they sniff anything. You mean, sure, what's this? What is this? What's this? You mean? So you let it in. You mean, it is gonna be what it's gonna be, but is it gonna stay there though? Like, what's keeping it there? You see what I'm saying? Do you have what it takes to keep it there? That's where you're the forefront of your thoughts and progression in life, and you know what I mean, habits and stuff should be formed around. It's like, cool, they gonna come. You got what it takes to get them there. Do you have what it takes to keep them there? That's what I'm talking about today. I'm not even sure if I hit. I feel like I did hit exactly what I was trying to say, but it kind of ranged off. But I did kind of touch on what brought me to this thought in general. I'm glad too, because it's like I was falling short about if I was even gonna make the video today. But yeah, we still consistent. Let's go. Yeah. Women, pick the ball back up. Pick the ball back up so we could, you mean, and then give it to us so we could, you mean, carry on, shoot the shot. But y'all dropped it, so you gotta pick it up. I'm straight like that. And that's how I see. Because if you see it and I see it, then we see it. You know what I'm saying? So if we see it, you know what I'm saying? We seeing, you know what I mean? My I see and your I see. Our I see. And that's how our I see. But right now, our I see me out. I'm out.